Welcome in here to Green River, Wyoming. Jace Andrews joined by Anthony Colasuono as we've got Game 3 of the night invite here in Green River, Wyoming, as it's going to be the Hawks from Cheyenne taking on the Lovell Mustangs.
Lovell.
Oh, damn it. Lovell Mustangs.
We talked about this, Munch. I apologize for my coworker here, but yes, an amazing matchup today between both of these sides. We'll take a quick break here. This is a First Bengal Wyoming
My bad.
presentation.
I'll get it right. I'll get it right.
307 Baseball here at the 2024 Night Invite on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Ready is committed to providing superior services to our customers by requiring individual accountability for excellence in quality, safety, and dependability. We are a growing company that is currently hiring across Wyoming, Colorado, Texas, Nevada, Idaho, and elsewhere. Our valued team members receive competitive wages, full benefits, and weekly pay. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
At the Evanston Walmart, you'll find all the tools students need to succeed. Our team is committed to providing quality products and an excellent shopping experience. Stop in today. 125 North 2nd Street, Evanston. Walmart. Save money, live better.
Get back to feeling your best with Evanston Regional Hospital Physical Therapy. If you find yourself struggling with pain or limited mobility in your everyday life, your recovery starts here. With a personalized treatment plan just for you, our experienced physical therapists will help you every step of the way to reach your goals and get back to doing what you love. Call us today to schedule an appointment. Evanston Regional Hospital, helping you get your life back.
The strategic plan for Una County School District Number 4 states, through collaboration with the entire learning community, our mission is to instill problem-solving skills in our students that will translate to a rapidly changing global environment. We work to accomplish this by constantly improving student achievement, improving student academic and behavioral skills with a district that operates efficiently and effectively. Uinta County School District Number 4, excellence in teaching, opportunity through learning.
Helpful, friendly, and knowledgeable, the staff at Kazine's Ace Hardware is ready to assist with any home improvement project. Kazine's Ace Hardware, the helpful place, has expanded their store and inventory to meet your every need. Next time you're updating, painting, or maintaining your home, or you're in need of small engine repair on your lawnmower, chainsaw, or snowblower, visit Kazine's Ace Hardware at 800 Front Street in Evanston.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. Jace Andrews, Anthony Colasuono as getting ready here for Game 2 on what is a very windy Game 3 here on what is a very windy day in Wyoming because it's always windy here. Never stops.
Yes, and welcome into the Farmers Insurance scene set. And let's take a look at both sides.
That's a nice logo.
Yes. Both logos are really nice.
The Lovell Mustangs.
Lovell Mustangs and the Cheyenne Hawks. Lovell, one of the best single-A teams at the moment, have been on a tear as of recently, winning games against the Cody Cubs and the Powell Pioneers, two of the favorites to win the single-A state tournament, as the Cheyenne Hawks, one of the younger sides here in this tournament. But at the same point in time, they have had some very high-quality wins on the season. That's Farmers Insurance scene set here on the Kazine's Ace pre-game show. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of 307 Baseball here at the 2024 Night Invite here on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
When you have an appointment with the dentist, it's reassuring to know that you're going to be seen by experienced, well-trained professionals. At Bear River Dental in Evanston, Dr. Lester, Dr. Owens, and Dr. Welch check every box. Plus, they're really nice people. Their passion to provide excellent dental care is reflected in everything from state-of-the-art equipment to professional, hardworking staff. Choose the professionals at Bear River Dental, serving patients of all ages. Call today to schedule an appointment.
At Alta Construction
Construction, we specialize in pre-engineered steel buildings, interior office framing, finishes and flooring, concrete work from foundations to concrete flat work. Alta Construction specializes in industrial and commercial projects. Call today at 307-786-4834. Alta Construction, from conception to completion.
The town of Mountain View is located in the historic Bridger Valley and serves as the gateway to the high Uintas. With a panoramic view of the rugged Uinta peaks, you feel like you're in paradise. Our town park and scenic river walk offer a safe place for rest and relaxation. Looking for a great place to live? Our quality of life is great and our people are very friendly. Come join our tranquil way of life. The town of Mountain View, a gateway to the high Uintas.
Book your next event at Aspen Cinemas. Make it your own with corporate or family parties, birthdays, video game nights, or personal screenings of new movies. They're all available. With affordable pricing and easy booking, you can make your next event stand out at Aspen Cinemas. Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846. Book your event today at Aspen Cinemas, 307-316-7846.
Let me back here. Green River, Wyoming. Anthony Colasuono to my right. I'm Jace Andrews. We're going to bring you the action here for what is supposed to be a great game between the Cheyenne Hawks and the Lovell Mustangs, as we're going to get everything right here from here on out. I apologize before, as I now know it's Lovell. Lovell. We're all good, though. All right.
Welcome into the Aspen Cinemas team spotlight here as a look at both of these squads as they want some wins here today on day one of the night invite. Just like we said, Lovell right now top of the single A Northwest, and the Cheyenne Hawks in the running so far at the top of the double A overall. So, and Cheyenne the Hawks third right now in those standings. That's Aspen Cinemas team spotlight here on the Casino State's pre-game show. We'll take a break. This is the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of 307 Baseball here at the 2024 Night Invite on MyLocalRadio.com and the My Local Radio Sports Network.
Do you want to further your education? Are you thinking of attending college? You can start now here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach provides students with a low-cost alternative to leaving town. Western offers a variety of degrees including nursing, BAS, and our brand new cybersecurity, also offering a variety of certificate programs that can be completed all right here in Evanston. Western Evanston Outreach, we are your local community college.
Quality is the one thing that you can always count on when you do business with Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. You always get high-quality products and friendly, knowledgeable service at Ellingford's. Stop in today, 199 County Road, Evanston.
Bridger Valley Electric Association provides safe, reliable, and affordable electric energy and related services to their member owners in Wyoming and Utah. Bridger Valley Electric is a consumer-owned cooperative.
Lovell versus Cheyenne. We have the call for you right here on MyLocalRadio.com as you're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invite. And Anthony, I'm hoping for a good game. I think it could be, and I know both these teams are ready. This is the game. This is the game.
Absolutely, and I think some of the keys, we'll start with Lovell here, is key number one is just going to be shutting down the Hawks offense early on the mound. I think that's going to be a very key scenario here for Lovell. As for Cheyenne, it's going to be taking advantage of some of their great base running they have as a team and just trying to find those sneaky situations to get an extra base.
Yeah, it's going to be key for both sides to kind of just figure out the play of the field as well. Cody kind of mentioned it's on a little bit of an uphill slope. The ball can kind of bounce and run in some funny ways. So obviously with the dirt field, grass infield, you're never going to have no imperfections.
Yeah.
So
absolutely for sure. As we'll move into the starting lineups presented by Bridger Valley Electric. And Jace, take it away with the starting lineups.
Yeah, it looks like Lovell will be in the field, so we're going to go with the Cheyenne Hawks starting lineup here to lead us off, as batting in the leadoff spot will be Quentin King, the shortstop, wearing number 44 on his back. Batting second, Mason Maggard, the center fielder. Reed Horton, the catcher, will be in the 3 slot. And then at the cleanup, it's the designated hitter, Aiden Frogs. And then in the 5 slot, third baseman, Kyler Huff. The 7 slot, the right fielder, Ryan Ruskinen. Then we go to our 7 slot, Dimitri Cotton, the second baseman, Caden Tafoya, the first baseman, will bat 8th, and then Zach Hall, the left fielder, will bat 9th. Your defensive alignment for the Lovell Mustangs: at first base, it's Wilson; second base, Jolly; your third baseman, Jackson; and then your shortstop, Rodriguez. The outfield from left to right, Faroa, Wilson, and Morgan. The battery today, it's Wassman catching Files. So on the mound, Leif Files, as he'll try and quiet the Cheyenne Hawks lineup.
Both great lineups on both sides here today for these two squads, as we're soon ready to go here in game 3 of 5 here on day 1. And if you're an American Legion baseball fan, or just a huge baseball fan in general, well, we're going to have today, tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday of this tournament. So sit back, crack open a cold can of soda, have some popcorn, and just enjoy and relax with us. Take a little baseball vacation from your own living room or wherever you may be watching.
I was wondering where you're going with that. I like it. Quentin King will lead us off here and be the first batter to face the pitcher, Leif Files, and see what we got here. A little righty on righty matchup. Beautiful sunny day here in Green River. Clouds protrude through the sky here and there, but otherwise not too much.
Like your word protrude, we're using fancy vocabulary.
Thank you. From the windup, the first pitch gets a hack and a miss from Quentin King. We're underway here in Green River as it's an 0-1 count. Big swing off the first pitch from King. Taller guy to lead off this Hawks lineup. The 0-1 is a ground to the shortstop, Rodriguez. He picks it up off 2 hops. Little high throw to first, but Wilson right there to grab it. There's one gone here in the inning for the Hawks, as Files gets his first out.
Great defensive awareness by Rodriguez. Getting that throw over in time, but also not overthinking it. We see shortstops quite a bit just overthink those type of easy throws, and Rodriguez easily got it done.
We get a lefty at the plate. It's Mason Maggard, the center fielder for the Hawks, trying to be the first base runner of the game. From the windup, the pitch from Files. It's popped right side, foul territory. First baseman Wilson gives chase, but it's going to go over the fence and out of play. No balls and 1 strike now on the batter, Maggard.
If you're the Mustangs here, you want to get the second out pretty quick, as you almost had back-to-back outs earlier on.
0-1. That's lifted into shallow center field. Wilson, with the wind pushing it to his right. He moves that way, makes the catch, and gets out number 2. 2 gone here in the inning after the ground out and the fly out. Reed Horton, the catcher, will be the third batter.
Great play by Wilson, just tracking that ball, especially here in the wind today, because now with the wind pushing towards the outfield, that ball's going to have a little bit more steam on it than what it has so far today.
Reed Horton, the catcher, bats from the right side, and from the windup, Files his pitch. He swings at the first pitch just like his first 2 counterparts, fouls it straight back into the netting. The Hawks today wearing the gray pants, the blue uniforms with the little red and white stripe on the shoulders. Got the old school stirrup socks with blue and white stripes, as the pitch from Files on 0-1. On the ground to the shortstop, Rodriguez once again grabs on the run, fires in time. A 1-2-3 inning for Leif Files to retire the Cheyenne Hawks in order. We go to the bottom of the first, where it will be 1, 2, and 3 for Lovell. We'll be right back here on the My Local Radio Sports Network. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Night Invite.
Friends don't let friends drink bad coffee. Come visit For Pete's Sake for fresh-made coffee, an amazing menu of home-cooked meals, and great company. Visit For Pete's Sake on the corner of 9th and Main, downtown Evanston.
Out here, we've always worked remote. Out here, stress usually refers to the pull on a rope. Where a stroll in the city is also a stroll in the great outdoors. Where work is a way of life, and life is good. Out here, the backyards are big, and the deals, they're even bigger. This is southwestern Wyoming, and it's where you can get the biggest deals on a vehicle you want with plenty of hometown hospitality. Heritage Auto, your hometown dealer with the biggest deals.
Leif Files for the Lovell Mustangs retires the side in order. We will be here with the bottom of the first. We'll get to the lineups for Lovell. Batting leadoff, it's Cash Washmer, the catcher. And then in the 2-hole, the second baseman, Taven Gruel. Shortstop, Carlos Rodriguez made 2 outs in that top of the first. He bats third. And in the cleanup hole, it's Tucker Jackson, the third baseman. Mention Leif Files getting a 1-2-3 top of the first. He bats fifth as the pitcher. Then in the 6th slot, Blake Wilson, the center fielder, who will be followed by, I could assume to be a family member, Kyle Wilson, the first baseman. And then the left fielder, Jack Ferroa, will be batting in the 8th slot. And to round out the order, what could be called the second leadoff in the 9th slot, Cove Jolly, the right fielder, will bat there. The defensive alignment for the Cheyenne Hawks go as followed. First baseman, it's Tafoya. Second baseman, Cotton. The third baseman, Hoff. And the shortstop, King. The outfield from left to right, Hall, McGard, and Ruskinen. The battery today, it's Horton making the catching duties as he'll be catching the pitcher today, Peyton Westleby. Jace Andrews alongside Anthony Colasuono. A 1-2-3 top of the first, and now it's Westleby's turn to try and match what he saw his opponent Leif Files do.
Yeah, and that's going to be a huge task here, but at the same time with the Cheyenne squad, it's not hard to ask of as well. They're a really good team, and they can definitely match power for power here in this inning.
I got it. Don't worry.
Thanks, Munch.
I believe somebody may have told him to do that. Yeah, I think so. I think we got that. Cash Washmer for Lovell will be batting. Man, I hope I don't have any more Lovell games.
Lovell is an awesome place.
It is. The fact that we're making jokes about it shows me what type of town they are. First pitch from Westleby is in the dirt on Cash Washmer, who will be the leadoff batter here for the Mustangs. I'll start calling them the Mustangs. I just don't need to mention the town name. Working from the stretch here out of it is Westleby. Kind of an interesting pitching motion as he gets strike one there to go 1-1.
Good offering by Westleby there. Just find the lower portion of the zone.
1 ball, 1 strike. Again, the stretch here for Westleby. He fouls it off at the plate with Westleby, and it's 1-2. Lovell with the white pants, red uniforms with Mustangs across the chest, white on the sleeves, white number on the back with a red striping down the pants. 1-2 pitch. It's a breaking ball that goes over the head of the catcher, Westmer. And it will be ball 2. We even up the count here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the bottom of the first here, Lovell trying to do some damage. As the wind blows from the stretch, the 2-2. Lifted into deep left field. It is going to blow foul, though. And when I say blow foul, I mean blow foul. The wind took that. And also, the wind's going to take the 10, too.
Also, the way the outfielder looked, he looked over the fence.
That was going to be
imagine that was
hit
hit just a little bit more earlier in the swing. You could be saying that bye-bye baseball.
We'll do the 2-2 once again here. Westleby lined into center field, and the center fielder dives off his glove, and then taking second is Wasmer. The throw offline, a good backup by the pitcher Westleby to avoid any other damage. Very good effort from McGard in center, but unable to make the grab as it just tipped off his glove, and it's a double for Cash Washmer to lead off this top, or rather bottom of the first.
Oh, and that center fielder for Cheyenne, great effort. You know, he was trying to read it perfectly, and just with this win, it's gonna be bad to read it throughout the day.
Taven Gruhl, the second baseman, will step in, sporting the number 14 on his back with a runner at second base. That could be the first run of the game for Lovell. Checks that runner is Wesselby, and he looks to throw over there. He does just throw a soft toss, just kind of saying, hey, I'm watching. Did see, though, the batter Gruhl looked like he was going to put the bunt down. First baseman over there, Tafoya, was coming in hard, so got to make sure for the Hawks that Cotton, the second baseman, goes to cover that. Or the pitcher. Here's the pitch. Doesn't bunt this time. Takes a strike.
Going back to that last play with Wesselby, good heads up by him, not just, throwing a hot one towards second baseman, seeing the runner is already back at second base. Just easily underhand toss it, just second baseman throws it straight back.
0-1. Popped in the air, first base side, second baseman Cotton over, calls it, and makes the catch about 2 feet behind first base, and then watches that runner back to second base. So a pop out for Taven Gruhl gives us our first out here in the bottom of the first.
Great work by the second baseman in Cotton there. Just great communication, being able to call up first base and say, hey, that's my ball.
Carlos Rodriguez, the shortstop who recorded 2 outs in the top of the first, now up here in the 3-hole. Check on that runner at second as Wesselby, the pitch. Inside there for ball 1. And Wesselby working from the stretch here, but that's what he likes to do. We saw, even with nobody on base, works from the stretch, and his motion very much just a very quick move. Gonna be tough to steal a bag off him. Once again, gives a couple of looks to that runner at second, and pitches this one high for ball 2. Rodriguez with a very tall stance, slight bend at the knees, but not too much, as Wesselby accepts the first pitch that he got signed to by his catcher. Checks that runner at second, one check once more. Dirt blowing right behind second base as he's given a long look in there, and the time called by Rodriguez. Smartly, Wesselby throws the pitch. No reason to stop his motion there and that, but I think it's smart for Rodriguez. This is a long hold.
Very long hold, but also a smart move by Wesselby, because usually when pitchers just hold through, that can very much injure their arm badly.
2 balls and no strikes to count. That's a little hot roller on the right side. It's going to get through into left field. Throw in will hold the runner at third, and we got runners on the corners with just 1 gone after the base hit from the shortstop Rodriguez.
Great hit by Rodriguez. Just find that small little gap past the third baseman.
So now with runners at first and third, it's the third baseman, Tucker Jackson. He's batting in the cleanup spot today, and he's got some Mustangs on base for him. We'll have to see if a play is on to see Rodriguez take second. With 1 out, could see something in motion. Wesselby goes quick with a pitch and a strike, and that's the one thing you do have to watch for, though, is his motion is so quick. I wouldn't be surprised for the catcher to just throw down to second. No balls and 1 strike. Rodriguez, a small lead off first, and a step off by Wesselby. Wind goes up and down, and can definitely take a ball if you hit it in the right timing. This one finds the dirt for ball 1. Wesselby, after having that first leadoff double, did get the pop out from the 2-hole Gruhl, and had a pretty good AB against Rodriguez, but it ended in a base hit. 1-1 is inside. Rodriguez takes off, throw down. It goes into center field. Rodriguez will go to third, coming home as Wasmer. We have our first run of the game on the E2 as the catcher just throws it away, and it's 1-0 for Lovell.
Great awareness by the Mustangs here. Now they have the lead here in the bottom of the first.
So give Rodriguez the stolen bag at second, score the run on an error, and also give Rodriguez the third base bag on an error. And Jackson here watches for ball number 3 as it's 3-1 with the runner 90 feet from being 2-0. Jackson with a hitter's count, 3-1 Wesselby. Couple of steps, the pitch. Up high, ball 4. Jackson takes first. Runners on the corners once again for the pitcher, Leigh Files.
For Wellsby here is just getting back into a rhythm of things. You got that first out pretty quick. Now you just got to get the next two here and possibly, make the batter roll over on one. You got a double play ball that could be in effect.
The way he pitches, kind of quick to the plate, it's very much possible to see these batters kind of speed up their swing and have one of those rollovers happen, like you mentioned. Middle infielders in double play depth. Third baseman kind of in on the grass as the first pitch to Files is a bit outside for ball 1. First baseman holding Jackson on first base. Once again, probably see him take off here with one out in the play that they just, I guess, executed last time with the steal that forced the catcher to throw a ball into center field. 2-0 now, but I will say for Jackson, a lot less of a lead over there at first than Rodriguez had. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out in the inning, 1 run in. That fastball finds the top corner of the zone.
Good pitch by Wellsby, just getting back into this AB.
Now, it was a clear fastball count, but the where you pitch the fastball is very key. Got the top corner inside, which is great. 2-1 goes with the fastball again, could be 2. King at short, flip to Cotton at second, throw to first, Tafoya with the stretch, makes the play, and only 1 run comes across to score as Wesselby works out of a bit of a jam, but 1 run does come across for the Mustangs. We head to the second. 1-0 here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Knights Invitation.
At Uintah County School District number 6, each student is important. Each student has different interests. Each student has unique talents and areas for growth and development. We love and appreciate each student, and we work hard to make sure we are meeting the needs of each student so that when we all come together, we create a powerful school district filled with individual students headed for success. Uintah County School District number 6 in Lyman. It's a great day to be an Eagle.
The crew of Rocky Mountain Yeti have found themselves searching the wilderness for the elusive Yeti, traveling through the rugged terrain in one of their premium rides found at Rocky Mountain Yeti. Coming up to a clearing, the crew finally gets a glimpse at what they've been searching for, the great Yeti deal from Rocky Mountain Yeti. Visit today and see why legends are driven. 100 Wasatch and 130 North 3rd Street, Evanston.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming after 1. It's 1-0 Lovell as they're on top of Cheyenne. Anthony Colasuono to my right, giving a little bit of applause. I had some trouble with Lovell earlier. We got it down, though. I apologize. I am not from Wyoming. That does not mean it is okay at all. But still, it's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. We got it down, though. Jace Andrews here with you. The Hawks up at the plate, down 1-0 here in the top of the second, trying to find their way back to at least a tie game, maybe even take the lead.
Yeah, right now it's going to be not necessarily a do-or-die inning for Cheyenne, but it's going to be a game-changing inning for sure. Yes, it's a 1-0 lead, but if you can get 2 runs across, that shifts the thinking of the Mustangs from, all right, we're in the driver's seat, to now we got to score a run here to tie and try to do that.
It's going to be 4, 5, and 6 for the Hawks. Aiden Frogs, Kyler Hoff, and Ryan Ruskinen. The DH, the third baseman, and the right fielder all up here. Aiden, the designated hitter, to lead us off here in the top of the second, and Files back on the mound from the windup. First pitch, swinging a liner, fouled on the third base line. Wood bat tournament, so you like the sound of the bat off the ball. Or at least I feel like it's a nicer sound than metal. Obviously, nothing beats a perfectly hit ball off a wood bat.
You just hear the crack of it. It just...
0-1. That's going to be in the dirt. You can see the dirt kind of pop up there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Hopefully not a real crack, though, because these bats are not cheap.
Yeah.
Not cheap at all. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's going to be a looping line drive that finds some green grass in left field. It's a single to lead off the top of the second for the Cheyenne Hawks off the bat of Aiden Frogs.
Great hit by Frogs, and that's what you want. You want to lead off single. He did everything correctly there, hit a blooper into left field, and now you can get another bat on here to try to help out.
Kyler Hoff, the third baseman, steps in. He'll take his AB from the right side. Wind blowing the dust around, a little bit of cloud coverage right now. The sun kind of peeking through here and there. And that one is in the dirt as clouds have been rolling through all day. I think right now, though, we probably have got the most we've had in about 4+ hours. Aiden Frogs off first. Hoff at the plate with a 1-0 count. He lifts a looping fly ball, shallow right field, and it goes into green grass in front of the right fielder, Morgan. Frogs had to hold up due to it kind of falling so slowly, so he'll only get to second base, but it's another single, and there's runners off first and second with nobody out to start the top of the second for the Hawks, down 1-0. Ryan Ruskinen, the right fielder, now steps in with a chance to tie this game up. Runner in scoring position for the first time today for the Hawks. Pick back to second, not in time. Rodriguez, a nice little move there as he caught the ball behind the runner. Could have been an easily nice tag, but unfortunately, runner was very on top of watching where that ball was, got back quickly.
Well, sometimes you can, when you catch it behind the runner, they can think that ball is already back with the pitcher or at a different place and take their foot off the bag.
Gets the bunt down on the third base line, and what a perfect bunt. That's going to be a base hit. They try and flip it to third. He's safe, and the bases are loaded on what was a perfect bunt base hit for Ryan Ruskinen down the third base line.
What a bunt by Ruskinen, but also the spin trajectory on that ball. It went towards third base side and then kind of curved in just a little bit enough that the pitcher couldn't get a good grasp on the ball with the glove.
It's early, but the infield is in. And a first pitch strike taken by Dimitri Cotton, the second baseman. Cotton helping out with that 6-4-3 double play to end the bottom of the first. Now a chance to tie this game up with a base hit, maybe take the lead. Big hack at a high breaking pitch that kind of dropped in there late. I think he saw a fastball.
Yeah, definitely saw a fastball there.
0-2. Yeah, you see that coming in high, you think fastball, and then it just slows up and drops. Let's see what Files does here. 0-2. Cut on and missed. A huge strikeout to get the first out of the inning with the bases loaded.
Huge
After three
strikeout.
singles, finally an out.
Yeah, no, huge strikeout here for Files on the mound. That's what you want here to try to limit the potential casualty of allowing a run.
Caden Tafoya at the plate. Bases still loaded and a hack and a miss there for strike one. The middle infielders kind of head back to double play depth. The second baseman, though, is really over toward first base side. Very interesting positioning. On the third baseline, foul, and it's 0-2 once again. And maybe something to watch here. Files looks way more comfortable from the stretch. Or excuse me, from the windup here. And now with the bases loaded, he's gone back to that windup and struck out the last guy, 0-2 here.
Yeah, now he's in our 0-2 count where it favors him. If he can get the second out, that'll be huge.
Lined right through the right side, a base hit and heads toward the fence. That's going to score at least two as the throw in will hold the runner at third, but the Hawks take the lead here in the top of the second, 2-1 off the single from Caden Tafoya.
Great hit by Tafoya, just doing everything right, finding the sweet spot, and gets a 2 RBI single.
So that brings home Aiden Frogs and Kyler Hoff. Ryan Ruskinen advances all the way to third, and Zach Hall will now be the batter of the 9 slot for the Hawks. One out in the inning after Dimitri Cotton struck out after the first 3 singles, but a 2 RBI here, single by Caden Tafoya, has us at 2-1 and a swinging strike from Zach Hall. Middle infielder still at double play depth. Again, that second baseman was just playing way over to the first base side. I don't know if he would have gotten it. It was so hard hit anyway, but very interesting position. He looks to bunt, pulls back in the dirt, takes a ball. Maybe he looked like a squeeze play there as Ruskinen over there at third was kind of coming home hard. 1 ball and 1 strike with a runner off first and third. Files throws this one in the dirt again. The bunt, maybe throwing off his timing and again having to go back to the stretch.
Good awareness by Wasmer in these last two pitches here, as both have been in the dirt, but he's been right in front of them to limit a stolen base.
2-1. Files throws this one past the bat. No one's at third, and the runner's going to take second as well. The third baseman, Jackson, came in on the bunt play. The runner at third, knowing this, ran about as far as he did, and no one was at third. So when the catcher, Westman, went to throw back to third, the shortstop, Rodriguez, had to get over there, and no one was there, which then left second base open, and that's where Caden Tafoya gets the stolen back. A little check swing blooper right side, foul. Count will remain 2-2.
That's just a situation where the batter just goes a little bit too far ahead, like the pitch out of the zone, but just went a little too far with the bat.
2 RBIs, a stolen bag here for Caden Tafoya, and now Zach Hall with a base hit could also get 2 RBIs. 2-2, up high, and it's 3-1, or 3-2. Full count. A base open at first, but if you walk him, the lineup flips over. Full count pitch. Inside off the glove of the catcher, and that's going to allow a run to score, and we'll have runners at first and third once again. Call that a pass ball and an RBI, no RBI given, but a run coming in to score.
Once again, a situation for Cheyenne that you want, where now you can repeat runners on the corners, and possibility here to get another run home with only 1 out here in the top of the second.
So kind of to recap this sitting, 3 singles to lead us off to have the bases loaded, a strikeout of Dimitri Cotton had Files with some hope, and then a 2 RBI single by Caden Tafoya. Pass ball there allows the next run to score. Runner takes off for second. Throw down Rodriguez. Tag. Not in time. And the runner stays put at third as well. So now you got runners at second and third as Zach Hall, who had just reached base via the walk, gets a stolen bag. Quentin King, who grounded out the first time up, back up here for his second time against Files. 3-1 the score, and a strike swinging there. No balls, 2 strikes now for Quentin King. For Files, you're trying to limit the damage as much as possible here. You have 1 out. This could be a big chance for a strikeout here with an 0-2. Just a tad low, and it's going to be 1 ball and 2 strikes.
For Files, this next pitch is going to be huge because the batter a little bit antsy to swing here, definitely wanting to bring some of his compadres home.
1-2, nice block at the plate by Westman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 3 in the inning here at the top of the second. Files from the windup. In the air, foul territory, first base side. Wilson moving over, the wind's going to take that. Lands safely in foul territory as Wilson just kind of lost it in some aspects as the wind just kept bringing it and bringing it and bringing it and kind of right toward the sun.
And that's going to be an issue throughout the rest of the games today, including this one. If the wind picks up the perfect time when you're trying to track down a ball in the sky, you got to be under it quickly.
So we'll do the 2-2 once again with 2 on. That's high, and it goes to full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, Quentin King. Grounded out just an inning ago. Another pop-up first base side, this one clearly out of play. I keep hearing that hit, and I forget because the wind is taking it this way. I'm like, that should have gone into the field over there. It's just not there.
I looked in the exact same spot. So
Yeah.
you're not the only one.
Files is 3-2 pitch once again to Quentin King. Breaking pitch is high, and the bases will be loaded. A good AB by Quentin King gets him on with a base on balls. back-to-back walks, as there's been 4 singles, a strikeout, and 2 walks this inning, along with 3 runs scored. Here's the pitch to Maggard. Fouls it straight back into the fence. Bases loaded for the center fielder. Mason flew out his first time up. He was the second out back just an inning ago in the first. Ground ball could end the inning with a double play. Saw that in the bottom of the first. And this is on the ground. Second baseman Jolly turns, fires second. Rodriguez has one across. Not in time. Safe there. The 4th run of the inning comes across as Mason reaches on the fielder's choice, but 2 gone in the inning now.
You're Cheyenne, you take that. You know, you still got runners on the corners here, 2 outs, and you bring 1 more run across just to increase that lead, because you never know. That run they scored could be the game decider.
Reed Horton will step in as the 9th batter in this inning, as the Hawks will bat around. And now runners on first and third. Stop me if you've heard me say that before. Said it like 10 times as the runner takes off. It's a little low, throw down, and Rodriguez has the ball just a little bit behind the bag and sliding in safely without even a play was Mason Maggard. Stolen bag there. It's the 3rd stolen base of the inning for the Hawks. It's an 0-1 count. Just inside with that fastball, 1-1. Base hit will most likely score 2 as the runners will be off on contact, given 2 outs. Fastball inside once again, 2-1.
I like the selection there by Files. Try to get him high and tight inside. Just ball floating a little too much inside.
On the ground, Rodriguez. Nice snag with the glove across the diamond in time. 9 come to the plate, 4 score, and we have 4-1 here as the Hawks over the Mustangs. We head to the bottom of the second. Let's see if Lovell will respond here. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Green River Night Invitational.
With 25 years of successful industry experience, Mountain West Business Solutions looks forward to providing all of our customers with exceptional service, industry-leading technology, and a one-of-a-kind buying experience. Having your office equipped with the right technology makes all the difference in the world. With a lower cost per print, we will supply you with the right technology for the best price. Great people, great products, and great service. Mountain West Business Solutions.
The very best place to stay when you visit Evanston, Wyoming is the Best Western Dunmar Inn. This amazing hotel is located on 10 beautiful acres and offers clean, comfortable rooms with amazing beds, a fitness center, an outdoor pool, open in the summer, and a wonderful on-site restaurant that provides a complimentary breakfast with every stay, all at an affordable rate. Whenever your travels bring you to Evanston, Wyoming, make all your room reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn, 1601 Harrison Drive.
4 runs come across to score in the top of the second for Cheyenne. Let's see what Lovell will do here in the bottom of the second. Anthony Colasuono to my right. I'm Jace Andrews. We appreciate you joining us here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation here on mylocalradio.com. And Anthony, you had the 1 run come across in the bottom of the first for the Mustangs. Hawks responded with 4 of their own. Now it's Lovell's turn.
Yeah, for Lovell, it's going to be huge on how they respond in this bottom of the second. Because if they can respond super well, you're looking at this game becoming close once again, maybe in a tied ball game.
Blake Wilson, the center fielder, Kyle Wilson, the first baseman, and Jack Varroa will be the batters here in the bottom of the second at least. Could see some more, obviously, but those are the 3 that are guaranteed to be in the batter's box.
I was just taking a second. Cheyenne did a great job in the top of the second, just bringing 4 runs across, because that puts you in the driver's seat just a little bit more. It's Blake Wilson.
And for Peyton Wesselby, not batting today, he's got DH for him. But you got to feel good when your boys put up 4 runs after you give up just 1.
Oh, definitely always helps a pitcher's confidence on the mound.
Blake Wilson watches the first pitch in the dirt. One ball, no strikes. Wilson, the center fielder. He was on deck and ready to bat when Leif Files, the pitcher, last inning grounded into an inning-ending double play. There's a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike now. Wesselby again, that quick move to home, doesn't pitch from the windup whatsoever. And the turf, or rather dirt, bounces away from the catcher, Horton. No one on base though, 2-1.
I like Wesselby's arm movement as well, as he just straight up pitches, no true wind up behind it, just flicks it forward.
2-1. Breaking pitch stays high, 3 balls and 1 strike. And the one thing you do not want to do if you're Wesselby is walk the leadoff guy with a 3-run lead. Hope is the igniter for rallies. And that's exactly what he does as pitch gets away, so a hustle down the first for Blake Wilson just to kind of take a look at second base, but a leadoff walk. Say the line.
Great job by Wilson there, just getting that leadoff walk.
Say the line, Anthony.
80% of the time, leadoff walk score. You can cite Aaron Poling on that.
That's your line now. I'll give it to you.
Oh, you better speak to Aaron about that first.
He's not here.
He's not here?
He's 2 states away, actually, so he has no say.
That's very true.
Kyle Wilson at the plate. Watches the first pitch. Fastball that goes into the left-handed hitter's batter's box for ball 1. Wilson is the first baseman today, and if there was ever a picture of a first baseman, I would picture Kyle Wilson. He is exactly what I'd picture for a first baseman. Very tall, long arms, long legs. He takes a strike after that first pitch ball, so it's 1-1. Has a high grip of that bat near his head. He watches that pitch that slides down and away for ball 2.
Both Blake and Kyle, amazing athletes. If I remember correctly, one of them or both of them are actually on the Lovell High School basketball team, the Lovell Bulldogs.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's golfed into center field. Maggard to his right makes the catch for out number 1. Took that low pitch and lifted it just into the wind. Second fly out to center field we've had. First for Maggard, though, as he did try to make that diving play on Cass Westmer, the first batter up in the first, but unable to make it. Jack Ferroa watches the first pitch ball outside. One ball, no strikes. The runner off first. Watches ball 2. Ferroa, the left fielder, has the black sleeves on today. Protect himself from windburn, probably.
From windburn.
It's a thing. I got it. First strike there, 2-1. Oklahoma State played Kansas? West Virginia? I don't know. Played somebody and the wind was howling. Came home red. It was windburn. There's strike number 2, 2-2.
Also could have been very cold during that part of the season as well.
No. It was like this. Cloudy, wind.
Sure wasn't sunburn?
Very positive. I don't get sunburn. Cut on and miss for strike 3. After leadoff walk, Kyle Wilson has a flyout and now a strikeout to get to the 9 slot, Cove Jolly. My skin is not weak like some people's. It's just weak with wind, apparently.
It's weak with wind.
It wasn't that bad, though. It was literally just a little red for like a day. And stung for like an hour. Cove Jolly Makes a big hack at the first pitch and has a strike.
So very traumatic life experience.
Very much so, very much so. Not as traumatic as my lips bleeding for the first 2 weeks I lived in Utah because of how dry it was.
Yeah, always remember put on chapstick. Chapstick and lotion.
Little bounding ball to the third baseman. Tries to get it off his glove, and it bounces off the heel. And that's going to be an E5 as Coach Jolly will reach. And with 2 outs, we reset the order. Cash Washmer, who had a double his first time up, now has runners at first and second with 2 outs.
And Washmer represents the run that would put them within 1 here if he can put it on it. If he can put it on a wire,
he would tie the game.
Yeah. Oh, actually, he would tie the game. I'm bad at math.
I was looking. I was like,
yeah,
right-ish.
Sports broadcaster, not a math major. Yeah, not a math
Had to take
major.
stats though, but stats don't help you with numbers, right?
No,
just stats. Oh wait, stats are numbers.
Stats are fun, but
see what Wasmer does here. I'm just messing with you. There's a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Usually when I get my stats, it's someone else doing it, and
fair
not
enough.
me. So
fair enough. Fair enough. Well, he's 1 for 1 today. That's a stat. That's easy.
Yeah, that's very easy stat.
He lifts that one into left field, coming on Hall. He is going to have it land foul. Oh, real close over there. One ball, 2 strikes. In the turf, bounces away from the catcher, Horton, and runners will move up 90 feet, and now a base hit could get him within 1.
Now this is a dangerous situation here where now you're going to have Wesselby and the Cheyenne Hawks. They're going to settle in here and try to get this final out.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 on. Lovell down by 3 here in the bottom of the second. Wesselby looks in the pitch. Chopper right back to Wesselby. Grabs, fires to first in time, and he works out of the jam with no damage. 4-1 the score. We'll see what the Hawks can do in the bottom half of the second if they'll add to the lead. Anthony Colasuono to my right. I'm Jay Sanders. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Night Invitational.
On your way to Flaming Gorge or the Uinta, stop in at the store, formerly known as the Cash Store in Fort Bridger, to top up on gas or grab those last-minute snacks. Visit the store today in Fort Bridger, Wyoming. The store is proud to support the students of the Bridger Valley.
Dad, I feel like I got something in my eye.
Let me have a look. Natural protective features of the eye, such as eyebrows, eyelids, eyelashes, and tears, are not always enough. I've been helping people for 14 years removing anything from metal, glass, or plastic from their eyes. I've even removed a bug that flew into my own eye. At Uinta Eye and Vision, we can help you find the perfect eye protection for playing sports or performing hazardous work to help prevent eye injuries.
Call Uinta Eye and Vision today to schedule your appointment to protect your precious eyesight. Uinta Eye and Vision, 307-789-3937.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming, where we have a banner situation. Anthony, what's going on?
The wind, that's what's going on. It took down some of, probably the zip ties that helped put that together, or something's going on as the wind now kicking up here again, and that's a big banner. So if it does happen to collapse all the way, we're gonna need quite the team to get out there and get that all fixed.
They got some zip ties I saw to our right. Are they going to allow this game to play on while that's hanging down there? I doubt it.
I doubt it, unless they're
running out there now.
Yeah, and now they're hustling for sure. But
so they're going to zip tie from the back.
I believe that's
because they're going around the fence here. Problem is they're going to have to pull it.
They're going to need help on the other side.
I was about to say, is that center fielder's going to have to push that thing to them. Well, we're going to play with it, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Maybe it's Velcro on that other side. Maybe it's like Velcro, like.
Maybe, but they have zip ties in their hands. So I'm like, how are they going to reach and get it?
We'll see.
Well, they'll figure it out. Files back on the mound. And a first pitch ball to the leadoff slot in the second. Rather, the top of the third. In Frogs. Frogs the DH today. He singled and scored last inning, and this time chops it down the third base line. Grabbed by the third baseman Jackson, and a pick at first by Wilson to record the first out. A nice job over there at first.
Spectacular job at first by Wilson, just picking that out of the dirt and just getting that first out.
Kyler Hoff will be the batter, as there is a group of people out there trying to fix that sign. Kyler, the third baseman today, singled and scored last inning as well. First pitch fastball, he kind of raises his elbows to move out of the way of. 1 ball, no strikes. From the windup, the 1-0. Fouled right side into the fence. 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And that stays high for ball 2. Wind is howling, and I have to suspect that is a big reason for the banner being ripped off the fence there. Oh, wow. The wind calmed. There's a strike. 2-2.
Now it's picking up again. Like,
yeah, it's just.
You can't say these type of things here.
Yeah, let's go back to Utah. 2-2 from the windup. Cut on and miss. Strikeout number 2 for Files, and out number 2 here on the top of the third.
Great strikeout there, and being able to mow him down here in the top of the third.
Well, and remember, these 3 guys were the ones that led off that 4-run second inning. They all singled. Right now, a slow ground ball and a strikeout. See what he does here with Ryan Ruskinen, who fouls off the first pitch over the fence on the right side. And I have to suspect the guys out in center field, they're waiting for the inning to end because they're going to hop that fence and try and tie this thing down.
I believe so. I believe they're all weighing out.
And the wind has now picked up to a holding amount. As I cannot see what is happening because there's dirt everywhere. No balls, 1 strike. Files can see, though. And he pitches a foul ball strike. That was redundant. Foul ball is a strike. Anyway, 0-2.
I'm no banner expert, but I think that's going to hold up just for right now until they can hop that fence.
Yeah, they're going to wait to hop it. 0-2. Maybe they can do it now. Just high. Files waited. He loved that pitch. A nice drop at the end there. Just did not find the strike zone. 1-2 from the windup. Stays high with the fastball. Tell you, give a round of applause to Anthony Colasuono for tying this thing down today, because this thing would be probably in Gillette by now. That's high, 3-2. Gillette's far away, right? Yeah, it's far away.
That's straight north.
It's like corner of top right corner.
Northeast.
3-2 now. Cut on and miss. Strikeout number 2 in a row. Strikeout number 3 on the day. We go to the bottom of the third. Let's see if Lovell can come back here down by 3. You're watching the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Classic.
Farming requires working with the right equipment. At Covelo Auto Farm Service, you will find the right size tractor, tractor accessories, cattle chutes, and calf corrals for all your farming needs. Covelo's has all your auto needs as well. From fluids to belts to protection for your hands, they've got you covered. Covelo's also offers a service center for your truck and tractors in one convenient location. Covelo's is your one-stop farm and auto shop. Stop in and see them today at 80 Reese Road. Covelo's Auto Farm Service.
Get a degree or certification certification, earn your high school GED, get job skills, become CPR certified, or use our free 3D printers and tools. These are just a few of the opportunities available at Uinta BOCES number 1. Call 307-789-5742 to learn more.
Anthony Colasuono is here, and I am to his left. Jace Andrews joining you as we appreciate you hanging out with us here in Green River, Wyoming, the windiest place on earth, at least for right now. Dear gosh. Can we turn off the wind?
It's Wyoming. It's ever going.
Why? Oming. Oh, gotcha. Welcome in here. I said why? Oming. Get it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. We're in the bottom of the third. It's 4-1 the score. I'm going to pull up some Oklahoma town names. We're going to have you try and say them.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what Lovell can do here in the bottom of third and
what is
try
this?
and get some runs.
4-1 the
Call
score.
Wyoming.
Bottom of the third.
Embrace it.
Embrace the win. This is terrible.
You'll get used to it.
Taven Gruel will lead us off here, down by 3. Wes will be back on the mound. First pitch in the dirt, and of course that blows away. I'll stop talking about it. It's crazy.
You stop talking about it, you'll think about it less.
Maybe. 1 ball, no strikes. Taven 0 for 1 today. Popped out back in the first inning. Watch the strike there. The banner situation has been fixed thanks to, I believe, some Green River Knights.
Yeah.
Hopping the fence, got over there, zip-tied that sucker down. That's a slow bouncer. It's going to stay fair. Catcher Horton out of the crotch, throws it away. Rounding first, heading to second is Gruel. He's going to stop there as it's a 2-base error and the second error of the day for Horton.
Great hustle as well there, just being able to get that extra bag.
E2. And a runner at second to lead us off here in the bottom of the third. Lovell's Carlos Rodriguez, who singled his first time up and then stole a bag, went to second on the first error that we saw in this game. Now with a chance to get an RBI to his name. Already has 1 today after scoring Cass Washmer in the first. That's the lone run that Lovell has. One ball and no strikes. Wesselby checks the runner at second to pitch. Shopper fouled on the third base line. I'd like to see some more effort over there at third base in the coacher's box.
Don't bag on Munch over there. He's an awesome coach.
That's why I wanted to see your response. 1-1. Inside, right between the collarbone, the backbone, and he will head to first. Collarbone on your front, Jace. Anyways, hit by pitch.
We can honestly tell that Jace failed anatomy class.
I never took anatomy.
That's what.
There you go. I never had anatomy, so. I know where the funny bone is.
Yeah.
It's in my brain. 1-1. 1 runner on first, 1 runner on second. New batter is Tucker Jackson, who watches a ball. First baseman Tafoya charging, expecting bunt. Wesselby with a long look in, finally Brings the ball to his hip and the pitch. Up high once again, 2-0. This is the inning for Lovell to strike. The middle of your order is up. Taven reached on an error. Carlos Rodriguez, the 3-hole, reached on a hit by pitch, and now Jackson, your 4 slot with a 2-0 count. Make it 3-0. Jackson walked his first time up. If he were to reach, the bases could be loaded for the pitcher, Leif Files, who grounded out to end the first inning into a double play. 4 pitches, all balls, bases are loaded, and Leif Files can help himself out in a huge way here. Nobody out.
It's a huge opportunity here for the Mustangs. Base loaded, no outs, and you got a good hitter in Files coming up.
3rd walk of the game for Wesselby. Has had 1 in each inning. Files had a 6-4 double play that he grounded into last time that ended the first and kind of took down what was a pretty good scoring chance after already 1 was across. Now an even better scoring chance. Bases loaded, nobody out. From the stretch, Wesselby. First pitch strike after the 4-pitch walk to Jackson.
Not what you want to do. Just throw a strike in there after 4 straight balls.
0-1. That's a number over the head of the shortstop, and that's going to fall and score 1. But 1 is all it will get in, as we'll work station to station here. But it's 4-2 nonetheless. Leif Files with a Texas leaguer to score the 2nd run. That was right on the fist.
Very good hit, just finding that no man's land area.
This is a strike taken by the new batter, Blake Wilson. He walked his first time up back in the 2nd, so just an inning ago. Now with the bases loaded and nobody out, chance to tie this game up with a base hit. That's going to be high for a ball, 1-1. That's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Wilson trying to help out his team with no batting gloves. Old school baseball right here. Cuts at that pitch. Finds nothing though. 2-2.
Here, Wilson, calm the nerves just a little bit. You have an even count here, no outs, and the bases loaded. You can send one into the outfield. Good fortunes will come.
Wesselby steps off, kind of clears his thoughts there. 2-2, bases loaded. Wesselby's pitch hit high into left field. Moving over is Hall. That's going to go foul and out of play even. And man, there is the wind.
It's right out left field. It's going to be crazy over there if you're a left fielder.
2-2 once again. Cut, miss, strike 3. Blake Wilson set down via the K, and there's 1 gone in the inning. A huge first out, and now Kyle Wilson, the first baseman who flew out last inning, trying to help out his squad here. Slider outside on the first pitch, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Lovell trying to get this game back even, or maybe even give themselves a lead, 1-1 after the foul ball.
See a huge opportunity if Kyle Wilson can bring 3 runs around.
It's in the dirt. Good block there by Horton though, and keeps the runners where they're at, 2-1. Rodriguez at 3rd, Jackson at 2nd, Leif Files the pitcher at 1st. First baseman kind of in on the grass here, the pitch. Big hack and a miss there from Kyle Wilson. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Wesselby trying to work a master class here. Strike 3 called. The backwards K, the second of the inning. And now just 1 out away from keeping that 2-run lead intact.
Man, Wesselby's on a mission right now to retire at the side and looking for his 3rd straight strikeout.
Jack Ferroa struck out the first time. Fouls off the first pitch he sees. Left fielder today for the Mustangs. And a huge slot here early. I say early though, we are an hour into a 2-hour time limit game. So you talk about kind of halfway through in terms of time. Fouls off the second pitch. Taven Gruel started out this with a 2-base error that he got to second on. Came around to score. Rodriguez was hit by a pitch. Jackson walked. Files had a single, but since then, strikeout, strikeout, 0-2. Make it a 3rd in a row. Wesselby strikes out 3 and retires the side with just 1 run across. 4-2 to the 4th we go here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invitational.
Our community. We love it, we live it, we support it. Trona Valley is your local credit union, and we're proud to invest in relationships that go far beyond banking. We're proud to invest in the lives of our young members and their participation in sports. You're champions in our community, and we're here to support you all the way, on a court, on the field, or elsewhere. Together, let's develop lifelong, successful financial habits. You got this. We're here for you. Trona Valley, member NCUA, TronaValley.com.
Red Devil pride runs deep with the team at Callis Automotive. Today's students are tomorrow's leaders. You'll always find quality products at fair prices at Callis Automotive. We're proud to serve our customers, our community, and our Evanston Red Devils. Stop in today. Callis Automotive, your local Napa dealer.
One run comes across the score, but it could have been a heck of a lot worse if it weren't for Peyton Wesselby, who strikes out 3 in a row to end the inning and retain a 2-run lead as we head into the 4th inning. Jace Andrews alongside Anthony Colasuono here at the Green River Night Invitational. And Anthony, what a job from Peyton Wesselby. Bases loaded, nobody out, 1 run in already in the inning. You're only up by 2. That's it, though.
Yeah. And that's just the stuff of legend on the mound.
Stuff of legend, I love it.
By Wesselby. Just, that's the type of performance from your pitcher that a manager dreams of in his dreams. And it happened here in reality just moments ago. 3 straight strikeouts. That's nerves of steel. Truly nerves of steel.
That's very, very spot on there.
As now it's time for Lovell to respond on the defensive side and basically hold Cheyenne nothing and say, we can do you one better, and try to get the bats going in the bottom of the 4th.
4-2 the score. Dimitri Cotton, Caden Tafoya, Zach Hall will be your 3 batters here. And I think you put it on the nose there. If you can get out here after your pitcher just laid it out there and score some runs, you assert your dominance here on this game.
No, absolutely.
Leif Files, a first pitch swinging here from Dimitri Cotton, second baseman Jolly to his right. The throw in the dirt is going to be recorded for out number 1 as I have to block my face from a dirt cloud.
I had to do the same.
I got the out before then.
Braving the elements together, but also what a throw in the middle of that dirt cloud.
Oh. And for Files, I was trying to say, he's tasked with making sure that they don't get any more runs. Try and keep this game where it's at. You just got to run, have a shutdown inning, get your boys back with the bats. 1 ball here, Caden Tafoya singled and had a 2 RBI single at that back in the 2nd. Watches that one outside. 3-0.
Yeah, now 3-0 here.
Left-handed hitting Tafoya. Takes a strike. I was questioning. He was about to motion to first and then pulled the strikeout. Not the strikeout, but the strike out of his hand. 3-1. Popped. Foul territory. Third base side. Jackson goes over there and gives it a look, but that ball's nowhere close to being in play. The wind is going to push that out 100% of the time.
And that sometimes maybe just be a normal pop up there. So the batters, thinking to win just a little bit. Other times where they've hit a spot on, the wind's blown in a foul. That's where you just don't like the wind.
Does make it
So
3
like-
balls and 2 strikes, though.
It's a don't like situation with the wind.
See what Files does. On the ground, it's going to be foul. Very close there. And for Lovell, you're thinking, thank goodness that went foul, because there was no chance you were going to get the running Tafoya.
Yeah, Tafoya just put on the wheels there and almost ran that one out. That did end up fair.
So we'll do the 3-2 once again. Big swing and a miss, the 4th strikeout of the game. As I'm telling you, strikeouts were not seen too much in the first 2 innings. They're coming in troves here in the 3rd and 4th. Tafoya strikes out the 4th of the game for Files.
Just shows how both pitchers are just working
Settle
their
in.
way. Yeah, they're really settling in well.
That's kind of wild. I mean, later in the game, you expect some of these guys to maybe see the pitcher better, but it's almost like the pitchers have just gotten better. First pitch strike here to the 9 slot, Zach Hall. Hall walked and then stole second, but was left stranded at third last time up. Lines right back up the middle for a base hit as into center field for a single. Little 2-out base hit brings up Quentin King. He's grounded out and walked today, so make him 0 for 1. King was cut down at second at a fielder's choice. As he'll flip the lineup over, he's the leadoff slot. First guy to see Files for the 3rd time today, and you always talk about it, the 3rd time is usually where batters start to pick it up. First pitch, the runner goes, and the throw down was tad off line and a little bit soft as it didn't get to the bag and had to bounce to the second baseman covering Jolly.
That was a good run to second. They just caught the catcher off guard. He had to throw it and just throw it just a little bit offline.
Want to know? Runner at second base now. Inside. 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Runner at second. He's going to pick off. And what a plag and an out! Rodriguez, as he's falling away, grabs the ball right onto it. He dropped it though, and now there's nobody at third. The catcher covering, tag, safe. He called him out originally. They said he dropped the ball, then he took off for third, and now we're going to have some confusion because he was called out originally. The entire Lovell team
started walking back to the dugout.
And no one was covering third. The catcher, smartly, Wassman, ran over to third to cover and was a real close play.
And the batter totally let the box, put his helmet off, started taking off his gloves and everything.
This is going to be a long discussion here because let's recap it. There was a pickoff attempt from the pitcher, Files. A sliding, what we thought to be catch by Rodriguez, the shortstop, was made, and the tag was put on the batter, or the runner, who then called him out. The ball was dropped, though, so he was obviously safe, but the entire Lovell team was headed back to the dugout. No one was at third base, so then they run to third. The catcher, Wassman, who was smartly looking on, ran to third, tried to put the tag on the runner, Hall, but yet he's safe, and now with 2 outs and what I believe to be a 2-0 count.
Yes.
We have a chance for another run in the inning. Flied, foul territory, and it ended up meaning nothing. So the crazy play happens, but it doesn't mean anything. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and it's 4-2. What will Lovell do? Find out when we come back here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Green River Night Classic.
The perfect mix of different ingredients can create the most delicious creation. Successful people have the ability to bring many different individuals together who work, collaborate, show kindness, use problem-solving skills, and include each individual's talents and gifts to create new inventions, compose beautiful music, and find ways to make the world a better place. At Uintah County School District Number 1, we work together every day to promote student success. Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
WattSmart is Rocky Mountain Power's energy efficiency program. WattSmart provides rebates to residential customers for energy efficiency upgrades made around the home. Devices and appliances that use electricity in your home can usually be made more efficient, and that can save you money and energy. When you decide to make upgrades, we have rebates available for you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming, where you just saw a play you may never see on a baseball diamond again. To recap, there was a pickoff at second base. What we thought to be was an out as Rodriguez made an incredible sliding catch, ended up being a drop of the ball, but they called him out. The ball was then dropped, he was safe. The entire Lovell team, though, took off to the dugout. Third base was unoccupied. The runner takes off for third. Catcher has to go over to cover, smartly playing, but not in time as the throw did not make it there, and it ended up being an error.
Yes.
However, it did not matter because, as in baseball, the next pitch was a pop-out. Now, Lovell has a chance to tie this game up, down by 2 here in the bottom of the 4th. The 9 slot, Cove Jolly, will lead us off. First pitch in the dirt for ball number 1. Cove reached on an error his first time up. I'm Jace Andrews, Anthony Colasuono to my right. A high pitch there, but a swing and a miss for strike number 1. Looks like we actually might be getting close to 7 innings in this game, as we're an hour and 13 minutes into this one, as Cove Jolly takes a hack at the third pitch in the AB and the second strike as he misses it. 1-2 here. Wesselby still on the mound. And a foul ball to stay alive by Jolly.
Good fight here by Jolly.
Wesselby coming off 3 Ks in a row back in the third. This one not a strikeout, it's a slow ground ball to the third baseman, Hoff, who makes an incredible play as he throws across his body for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. We head back to the top of the order. Cash Wassermer will see Wesselby for the 3rd time. Cash today doubled back in the first, came around to score, grounded out to the pitcher to end the 2nd inning. Up high. He was one of the 2 batters who did not come to bat in the 3rd inning, yet 1 run was the only thing they could push across. 8 batters across in the 3rd, 1 run though. 1 ball, 1 strike after the fastball finds the zone. Clouds have certainly taken over the day here in the latter part of the afternoon as the wind continues to roll through. That one's up high, 2-1. And I mentioned the wind a lot just because I think in this game it's been more of a factor than the first 2.
Yes.
Just stronger gusts and more consistent. Staying up high there to 3-1.
In the first two games, hitters kind of wanted to avoid left field just a little bit because the wind was kind of backing the ball, into the infield, pushing it back.
That's a hard ground ball, but fouled on the third base line.
But now with the wind blowing into left,
just trying to help you out, man.
I have a good setup here.
Just wanted to help you out, man. 3-2 to Wassmer. Up high, ball 4, and Wassmer gives a little bit of a look to his dugout. Said, hey, man, let's go.
Yeah.
Got a walk on, got a guy on. Let's get something going.
It's always good to see when your fellow teammates is trying to hype up the dugout and trying to get some runs in.
All right, Anthony. It's the bottom of the 9th inning. There's 2 outs.
Okay.
There's time on the mound.
Okay.
What are you saying to your team to hype them up? You're down by 1 with a runner at third.
I'll just say, find one and just launch it. That's what I'm saying.
Taven at the plate. The wise words of Anthony Colasuono, everybody. I'm hyped right now. I can feel it in my bones.
Granted, I'm not saying how I'm saying right now on the broadcast.
Of course not, of course not.
Saying with a more active tone of voice.
There's a strike, 1-1. One, of course, fiery in the time. You're going to have some more emotion.
Yes.
Just wanted to see a little test of the brain there. 1-1. Wasserman off first. That's away. 2-1. Taven today reached on an error in the third, popped out in the first, so he's 0 for 2. Rodriguez stands on deck. That's up high, 3-1, and another ball here. He could be on the batter's box with the runners at first and second. Wassmer off first. 3-1 here from Wesselby. There's a great breaking ball that just drops into a basket of the strike zone, and the count will run full. The pitch stays high, ball 4. Oh, and there you go. Taven Gruhl was trying to kind of hype up his team too as he is going, got his feet tangled up on himself. But hey, a good laugh also helps as well.
Absolutely. It helps relieve the nerves just a little bit.
The Lovell Mustangs. Carlos Rodriguez has not recorded an out today. Singled, hit by a pitch, and was charged with an unfortunate error because of the play that kind of freaked out in the 4th inning in the top half here. Now a chance. He sends one to the gap here and tie this game up. Just a base hit could get you within 1, though. Wesselby, though, has been known to work out of jams. And here you go, Chopper, third base, a nice pick over there, throw to first in time. I tell you, the third baseman Hoff has been a pick magnet today. That's like the 4th one I've seen. It's been a hard hop, and he just does it effortlessly.
Rodriguez, not the hit you wanted, but at the same point in time, it puts both of your teammates in, 2 of your teammates in scoring position.
Well, now a pass ball or wild pitch could score a run. It's Tucker Jackson, the 4 slot, who's walked twice today. A first pitch ball could be looking for a 3rd walk. Jackson, a taller right-handed hitting 3rd baseman. There's 2-0 now. Wesselby once again, as I mentioned, worked out of a bases loaded jam last time with just 1 run. Jackson lofts that into shallow right field. Coming on and not making the catch, it bounced to him is Ruskinen. So a run comes in on an RBI single, and now the runner has to slide back into 3rd as I don't know what happened there, but Taven Gruhl was too far off 3rd.
Well, I think what happened is, I think Gruhl thought that was either maybe the 3rd out, even though the run did come across. So he thought it was ending over, but instead
it was kind of it was a perfect hop to the right fielder. So 4-3 is now the score. Runners at first and third here with 2 outs. And that's going to be lofted into shallow right field once again. Second baseman Cotton moves and follows the ball through the wind to get the 3rd out of the inning. But they're cutting into it. It's 4-3 as we head to the 5th here on our first Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invitation.
Auto, home, life, renters, and business all have one thing in common. They all need insurance. Choosing the right agent is always hard. Choose the agent that takes a professional and individual approach to each client. At Farmers Insurance in Lyman, you will find that agent. Farrell is a down-to-earth person who loves hunting, fishing, and above all, his family. Come in and visit him and his friendly staff for a quote today at 37 Mountain Meadow Street, Suite B in Lyman. Water testing, water development, community enhancement grants, and seedling trees, education programs, and specialty workshops helping to preserve agriculture and natural resources in Uintah County. Uintah County Conservation District is here to serve you. Visit our website today at uintahcountycd.com.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. Anthony Colasuono to my right. I'm Jace Andrews in a 4-3 ball game as we head to the 5th. And the Cheyenne Hawks, they scored 4 in the 2nd. Since then, Leif Files has come in and effectively shut them down.
Yes. Files has done a wonderful job here shutting them down, and now only a 1-run game.
Speaking of it, looking at the scorebook here, the 2nd inning, 9 batters came to the plate. There's only been 10 batters besides that 2nd inning.
Wow.
3 in the 1st, 3 in the 3rd, 4 in the 4th.
Amazing.
3 innings, 10 batters, 1 inning, 9 batters. That's the difference. That's the difference. Mason McGard, Reed Horton, Aiden Frogs are your 3 batters to come up here in the 4th as it's the middle part of the order. 2, 3, and 4. Early to middle part.
Yeah. Good part of the order here for Cheyenne.
So we're here in the 5th, and I gotta be honest, I'm thinking we're looking at a possible 7-inning game here for sure. Leif Files as a first pitch popped into shallow left center field. The shortstop Rodriguez tracks it through the cutting wind and records it for a first pitch, first out here in the top of the 5th.
Great tracking by Rodriguez because you could see about the left fielder and the center fielder in the third baseman, and we're all of them shifting left to right, trying to see if the ball is going to go move forward, backward, shimmy a little bit.
Well, and at first, I mean, it looked like it was popped up toward the second base side and then just blew.
Yes. The second baseman was ready for it as well.
First pitch to the new batter, Reed Horton, who was grounded out to the shortstop both times he's been up. It's inside for ball 1. 4-3 your score. As the Hawks still on top, but hanging on now to a 1-run lead after it was 3 just 2 innings ago. Outer side of the zone there for a strike, 1-1 from the windup to 1-1. Finds the zone, 2 balls into 1 striker, 1 ball and 2 strikes rather. Horton has done a great job behind the plate as the catcher today for the Hawks. Lines it into center field, that'll be a base hit. And put a runner on here in the top of the 5th for Cheyenne. Four to 3. We're in the 5th. Game started at 3 o'clock, about 4:30-ish local time, so definitely looking at a possible 7-inning game.
Yeah, definitely. This one could go the distance.
Of course, I say that. The 6th inning may be the longest inning of humanity. Well,
that's baseball.
That's how it
you
works.
could have quick 6 innings, and all that 7th inning could take an hour in itself.
Throw down to second as the bag has been easily stolen by Reed Horton. One ball, no strikes. Runner at second base now. That's a ground ball past the third baseman, Jackson. The left fielder, Faroa, comes on and keeps the runner at third as Jackson kind of puts his head down knowing he believes he should have had it. That was a hard hit ball, though, a tough play.
Very tough play. No.
I'm honestly, I'm going to give it an error. It's real close, though, but.
I'd be generous in that moment, give the hit, but.
All right, fine. I'll give him a hit then, Anthony. You know what? Just tell me I'm doing a bad job.
No, you're doing a great job, Jason.
I'm just kidding.
You're doing amazing.
Just kidding.
Amazing.
We'll give the single to Frogs. You're welcome, courtesy of Anthony Colasuono. Kyler Hoff, we are not the official scorer, though, so do not take that to heart. I just want to put it down so I have something. That's outside. And this is a good chance here for the Hawks to increase the 1-run lead that was once 3.
Yes.
Runners off first and third. Reed Horton, the runner at third. Aiden Frogs, the runner at first. And Hoff has singled and struck out today. He takes a strike to make the count even at 1-1. Big hack. Comes up with nothing, though, 1-2. And I mentioned how we've seen Files work better out of the windup than the stretch. So now working out of the stretch here, how does he come about it?
Absolutely. Also, we've seen Files work really well under pressure as well in these intense situations.
Stays up high, 2-2. Kyler, the third baseman, singled, came around to score in the second. And as a part of the 4 strikeouts that Files had, making 5 strikeouts that Files has as he strikes out Hoff for the second time today and records the second out in a huge spot.
That's huge strikeout because now any way you can get it out is in play here for Lovell.
You mean Lovell?
Lovell.
You said it right. I'm just Runners at first and third. First pitch swinging a nubber off Ryan Ruskinen's bat. It's the pitcher who grabs it, throws to first. A huge, great play there. Files spins and throws it. And look at that. 4-3 still remains the score. Bottom of the 5th. Can Lovell take the lead? Find out when we come back here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Green River Knights Invitational.
Explore Logan, Utah. We've got so much awesomeness, I don't know where to begin. Your hotel is only 10 minutes from the gorgeous National Forest for hiking and biking, birdwatching, and wildflower spying. Logan is Utah's heart of the arts with more than 253 live professional performances this summer and free concerts every weekday. Catch the Garters Market and tons of festivals and fun. Head to Logan. You won't break the bank on less than a tank. ExploreLogan.com.
Hiking in the summer, hunting in the fall, and sledding in the winter are a vital part of living in Lyman, Wyoming. Visiting the Historic Heritage Park with its splash pad and updated playground are a must for summertime activities. Visit the new Frisbee Golf Course and make new memories with your family and friends. The town of Lyman is a quiet, peaceful place with some of the best residents in the state. Stop in today and make some new friends and memories that will last forever.
We got a new pitcher on the mound, as it looks like. Kyler Hoff, who has been playing third base today. He now takes over on the mound in relief of Peyton Wesselby. Wesselby goes 4 complete innings. He strikes out 4, gives up 3 runs. He ends up walking 4 batters. He allows just 2 hits. And now we'll give way to Kyler Hoff.
Hoff now inherits a big-time situation It's start at bottom fifth. You have no one on base, and it's a little bit of a fresh replay here. Granted, Lovell, they want to get one around and tie this game or even take the lead. So for Hoff, it's going to be a big-time situation of him dialing it in, trying to retire the side here in the fifth.
So it looks like Dimitri Cotton will go over to play third base now. Hoff is the pitcher, and shortstop still remains to be Quentin King. I just got to check on who that second baseman is. It looks like 2 numbers. I don't think it's Peyton Wesselby. Can you see the number over there at second? Looks like 2. I don't know. We'll find out in a second. For now, though, Hoff, a first pitch ball to Blake Wilson, who has walked and struck out today. I got us.
1-0 Wilson.
That's going to be fly foul. Here, you work on finding out that second baseman. One ball, one strike. Hoff to Wilson from the windup. Popped up into shallow right field. Ruskinen coming on as the second baseman, who we don't have the number of. It is 23. Maybe 22. Peyton Kimmerad?
Payson Kimmerad.
Payson Kimmerad. There you go.
Didn't even need to put the goggles.
That's binoculars. But
binoculars to my eyes here.
I can get you some goggles if you like.
Nah, I'm not swimming, so the Green River's right behind us. But
so a pop out there for Wilson, as it's Kimmerad. From the windup here, Hoff. Fastball inside, 1-1. Kyle Wilson today flown out, struck out. Jack Farrow is the last guaranteed batter to bat. He'll be up next. Just outside there, 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 5th inning. As Lovell trying to scratch back from a 4-1 deficit. They've gotten it to just 1 run here at 4-3. And Wilson, after that pitch, is now with a 3-1 count, so hitters count for him. Popped, right side, foul out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. What will Kyle Wilson do? The pitch from Hoff. Up high, he will walk and be a base runner here in the 5th for the Mustangs.
Let me just say a great environment here. Some of our coworkers had a great talk with the manager of the Pocatello Razorbacks, and let me say also, those ball fields in Pocatello with the Rebels and the Razorbacks, best breakfast burritos I have ever had.
Jack Farroa trying to change the tide here. He has struck out twice today in his 2 ABs. Now with a runner off first here in the 5th and 1 out, trying to see if he can get something done. Hoff on the mound. As the pitch just fouled away by Farroa.
Now Farroa staring down an 0-2 count here. Let's see what he can do.
0-2, 4-3 the score. The tying run off first base in Kyle Wilson. Hoff on the mound, trying to keep him there. Here it comes. That's going to be hit right side. Second baseman, as Kimmerad will just toss it over to Tafoya for out number 2. Does advance to second, so now base hit should score the tying run if Cove Jolly, the 9 slot, can get something through the infield.
Huge moment here for Jolly.
He's the 9 slot too, so this is a big chance for the 9 slot to come up, make an impact in this game. First pitch, strike taken, fastball, lower part of the zone. Kyler Hoff has come on in relief of Peyton Wesley. Checks that runner the pitch, stays up high. That's low. 2 balls, 1 strike. What can Cove Jolly do for Lovell? He can foul this one back, and it's 2-2.
Good fight by Jolly.
Now, I've never seen this. The catcher, who is on deck, has 1 leg guard on, and then has his guard next to his shoe on the other leg. Interesting.
Style points.
Inside there. Yeah, shin guard on 1 leg, and then the catcher leg guard on the right leg. Which usually you don't put the shin guard on until you're up to plate if you're the catcher, but he's confident.
I like it. I like the style.
I like it, Picasso. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 4-3 the score. Tying run at second base. Cove Jolly, the 9 slot. If he could just work a walk here, that'd be huge as well.
Yes.
Kyler Hoff, his first inning, trying to get out of it without a run. Accepts the pitch, checks the runner. The full count to Jolly. Cut on and miss, strike 3, Jolly. Unable to get anything in as Hoff strikes him out, and we go to the 6th. Mustangs down by 1. The Hawks a chance to increase their lead, and we come back here on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Night Invitational.
When participating in sports, there's always a lot to talk about performing at the top of your game. I'd like to expand on that and ask, how about performing at the top of your game in every part of your life? This is Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic. I offer solutions to help improve all aspects of your game called life. Pain management, migraines, allergies, emotional release, nutritional supplements based on blood tests, and improved athletic performance. To help you perform at the top of your game every day, call today to schedule an appointment in Evanston or in Kemmer. Hoover Chiropractic, 307-789-0043.
Buying or selling is a simple process if you're working with the right real estate agent. This is Bobby Dalzall, broker with Big Country Properties. We have agents serving both Lincoln and Uintah counties that can assist you with all of your real estate needs. We are the top listing and selling brokerage in the Bridger Valley and strive to be honest, hardworking, and thorough. Whether buying or selling, we make it happen. Call us today at Big Country Properties, 307-782-3556.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. Anthony Colasuono to my right. I'm Jay Sanders. Appreciate you hanging out with us all day long and hopefully all weekend long as we're here at the Green River Night Tournament, and we're going to have every single game from the first game this morning at 10 a.m. with Elin Olive and Anthony Colasuono to the last game, which I believe will also be Elin Olive and Anthony Colasuono, if I'm correct.
Let me look. I know I'm working that. Might be working around that last game. Let's see here. The last game will be me and Hudson Garner, who we'll see later on today.
Yeah, he'll be with Elin on the last game of the day here. You'll have Elin and Cody Beers in your 4th game of the day.
Yes.
5th game will be Elin and Hudson. 7-8-9 here for the Hawks. It's going to be Dimitri Cotton, who is the 3rd baseman now. Started out at 2nd base. He has struck out and grounded out today. He watches the first pitch ball from the pitcher Files, who is still on the mound. That fastball finds the zone, moves the count to 1-1.
Just like Jay said, we'll have every single game from Rollins and Riverton we started this morning to the last game on Sunday, which is Green River versus Rollins.
The 80th pitch of the day for Files is fouled off into the back of the fence. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What's the limit here? You know? 80 pitches for him right now.
I believe around 100, maybe 125 is the limit.
Just doesn't find the zone there, 2-2. Two and two. It flied out of play. For Files, you've done a good job at limiting the damage after that second inning that had 4 runs come across. This ball goes right past him. Second baseman's gonna have to make a tough play, and he is unable to get it. Jolly there moved over to his right, had the glove in the right position, but it kind of ticked off it instead of going into it. Gonna be a tough play either way, but I think give him a single on that. I don't know if he would have reached. You want to give there?
You have an error there.
There you go. Anthony Colasuono, blame him.
Thanks, Jace.
You're welcome. E4, Dimitri Cotton on first base. Kane Tafoya, the first baseman, now steps into the box. He'll be batting here with a runner on, and Files will have to go from the stretch. Well, I gave you credit on the hit last time, so I also have to give you the credit on the error.
Yeah.
So, it's outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Fouled over the fencing on the third base side as it bounces toward the bullpen of the field to our left. Pickoff attempt sliding back in safely is Dimitri Cotton. Hey, Anthony, if you need to leave, that's okay. Like, the police are in right field now, so I understand if, like, I know you've got some bad blood over the past couple hours.
You're putting words.
I'm putting words. That's kind of my job. Cut and a miss for strike 2.
Well, I know for sure that I'm not in trouble with any law enforcement officers right now, so.
They're not law enforcement, they're police. Runner at first base in Dimitri Cotton. Kane Tafoya, the first baseman. He's singled and has 2 RBIs to his name. He has also struck out once. A nice pickoff attempt there, but just getting the hand in is Dimitri Cotton.
Well, Jason, you know why they're actually here? Because you complained about the wind. And here in Wyoming, we just deal with this. So they're here to take you in for complaining about the wind.
Good. Put me in a cell. I'll get out of it. I don't have to be in the wind. Caden Tafoya with a 1 ball, 2 strike count as Files looks in and pitches. Runner takes off. It's a cut and a miss. Strikeout. Doesn't find the ball, though. It goes into center field. Nice backup of Wilson will keep him at second, as that was real close to being a strike him out, throw him out if Rodriguez could have grabbed the ball and put the tag down in time. Either way, though, you do get 1 out in that play, but a stolen bag go to Dimitri Cotton. The 6th strikeout of the game for Files. First pitch strike here to Zach Hall, the left fielder. No balls, 1 strike. Looks to bunt, pulls back, and the catcher smartly grabs it and was looking toward third right away to see if that runner was taken off.
Late game situations, that's always the IQ you want. Just trying to be 1 step ahead of the action.
1 ball and 1 strike here. Zach Hall walked and singled today, so has not yet recorded an out. He also has 2 stolen bags. Files the pitch, fouls it off. 1-2 here for Hall. That's fouled away as well. Staying alive there with 1-2 count.
Good fight here. Just trying to stay alive and try to bring the runner home from second.
One and 2. The pitch up high. Runner at second base is Dimitri Cotton. He's now the third baseman. Started the game at second base, but in the pitching change, got moved to third as the third baseman Hoff was the one who got the call to come in and pitch. Now he'd be a good insurance run here in the 6th. Swing, miss, strikeout number 2 in a row, and number 7 on the day for Leif Files.
Files just doing an amazing job, just sitting them down.
Quentin King, ground out, walk, fly out today. A first pitch in the low, not in the zone for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Files has that one launched into left field. Moving back is Ferroa. It's going to hit the fence. Quentin King put a charge to it as he has an RBI double and gives the Hawks some insurance. A bullet to make it 5-3, and that's huge here in the late going of this game.
That's a pressure run there, and man, what a way to respond.
Dimitri Cotton comes to score, and the error really hurts him. Remember, he reached on an error. Mason Maggard right back to the pitcher Files. He throws it to first. But 1 run does come across the score, so Lovell now 2 runs will need to be hit, either here in the bottom of the 6th or if they can get it over with in the next 15 minutes, maybe into the 7th. We'll see, though, as you're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the 2024 Green River Night Invitation.
Great signage is an important component to any successful business. It lets your customers know they have arrived at your doors, and it's a constant advertisement of who you are. When you install LED signage, you're taking it one step further. The ability to create color messages that move is an attention grabber. Plus, you can change the message whenever you would like. Make your business stand out with an LED sign from Rocky Mountain Sign, providing service, installation, and maintenance on all signage. Rocky Mountain Sign, licensed in Wyoming and Utah. Call today for a quote, 307-789-5202.
Using the old-fashioned country tradition of barn building, Martin Sheds uses the time-honored construction techniques handed down from generation to generation. For quality, care, and attention to detail, contact Martin Sheds at 307-679-8187 to get a quote today.
Welcome back here to the bottom of the 6th. We go 5-3 now the score as Cheyenne over Lovell, and an extra insurance run off the bat of Quentin King, who roped a double into the left center field gap just moments ago to score the 5th run of the game and the first run since the 2nd inning for the Hawks. And now it's Lovell's turn with 1, 2, and 3 to try and cut back in, maybe tie this game up, as it's getting late, not just on the innings, but also on the time, as this game started at about 5, or rather 3 o'clock. It's going to end at around 5 o'clock. So for Lovell, you kind of have two options here. Either go quickly, I guess, and try and score, or just take your time and get the 2 runs now, tie it up.
Here, more like what they're going to do here is,
you've got your 1, 2, and 3.
Yes.
You're going for it now.
Well, and also you're potentially down to your last 3 outs, and I'll just take your time here because the ump is not going to stop you when you have 2 outs left.
Correct.
Say 5 p.m. hits and it's 2 outs left to go.
Game over.
Yeah, the ump's not going to say, we're done here. He's going to the umps are going to let this play out. So I would say take your time here and try to get 3 across and win, because if you do that and you're over the time limit, that's technically a walk-off.
It's true. First pitch strike to Cass Wasmer. He's doubled, walked. 1 for 3 day for him. Or 2 for 3 days, excuse me. No, 1 for 2. A walk doesn't count. On the ground, third baseman. A nice pick again. Cotton across the diamond in time. Hoff, who was the third baseman, now the pitcher, gives way to Cotton at third, who makes a Hoff-like play.
Yes.
There you go. First out of the inning is recorded in Taven Gruel. Pop out, reached on an error and a walk today. 0 for 2 in the stat book. First pitch in the dirt for ball number 1. Well, the big thing now is the tying run is not at the plate. It is on deck. With that extra insurance run, it's just ever so important. That's up high. 1 ball turns to 2 and makes it 2-0. That bounces up there. 3-0. And a walk here would put the tying run at plate. 3-0 and the pitch. Strike. Nope, they're going to say it's going to be outside. So ball 4 and a 4-pitch walk to Taven Gruel, his second walk in this game. And Carlos Rodriguez, the tying run, is now the batter.
Oh, and now you got a situation where, yeah, Rodriguez is tying batter.
Fouls it straight back there, so just missed it. Has that back pointed toward the sky as he stands on a lot of an upward swing. And yeah, time called as the on-deck batter was getting all those extra balls out of the return case that they have here in Green River. The 0-1. That's going to be hit to the second baseman. Kimmerat to the shortstop, back to first, not in time. Rodriguez beats it out. Could have been an inning double play, but Gruel is cut down. Rodriguez reaches on the fielder's choice.
Now Lovell potentially down to their last out here, depending on the ump's decision.
Yeah, it kind of depends on when this game was exactly put into motion, which we never have the official time. The umpires are the one who have that. Tucker Jackson, 2 walks and a single today. Has 1 RBI. First pitch swinging, pops it out of play on the first base side. 5-3 your score. The wind has settled down just a tad from earlier in this game.
Don't bring it up.
Here's my thing. It's still going. It's just not as hard as it once was. So, I mean, he can put it right on this one. It's a short porch. He can tie this game up with 1 swing. He fouls it off there. He kind of stuck the bat out on it and poked it. So now 0-2 here. And again, it really just depends on what time this game was actually put into play. 0-2. Rodriguez off first. He takes off. Jackson swings through it. Strike 3. And there is your third out. Ball game. That is it. Game is called, and Tucker Jackson strikes out to end it as Hoff has the end of that game. 5-3 your final score. The Hawks take down the Mustangs. We'll have a full post-game show after this elongated break. We'll be right back here as you've been watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Green River Night Invitational.
Are you looking for a dental experience that's quicker, more precise, and more comfortable? Look no further. Welcome to Black's Fork Dental, where we bring you the latest in dental technology with our Trios 3D scanner. Our team can scan images of your teeth and gums in seconds, ensuring precise measurements and accurate results, allowing us to design personalized treatment plans tailored to your unique needs. Whether it's crowns, bridges, or clear correct treatments, we've got you covered. Right now, we're offering a 10% discount on any scan procedure. Schedule your appointment with Black's Fork Dental at blacksforkdental.com, where advanced technology meets compassionate care.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the night-lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender-bender-er, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
It's lunchtime, and I'm stuck at the office.
Jackalope. The big game is on. I can't miss it just to pick up groceries.
Jackalope.
Mom, I need supplies for my school project.
Jackalope.
Doing the hopping for your shopping. Jackalope Delivery. 307-679-7174.
Jackalope.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankum. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankum, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankum at 789-8910.
At Y-High, we are with you is more than just 3 simple words. It encompasses the principles we live by to serve our members and local communities. So if you're looking to keep your banking relationships local with a partner who will always be there for you, look to us. We're Y-High. We're Wyoming. We're with you. Visit yhigh.org to learn how you can be a part of something bigger today.
Sell or buy your home with a realtor you can trust. At Cowboy State Realty, we are dedicated to helping you with all your real estate needs. At Cowboy State Realty, we are working for you. Call us at 307-200-4332 to schedule an appointment today. At Reese Auto Service in Lyman, you will find highly skilled mechanics who will get the job done right the first time. They work on anything from light line jobs of tire alignments, suspension work, and oil changes to heavy line jobs of engine replacement, differentials, and all powertrain components. Make sure all your recreational vehicles are working at top speed by getting them checked at Reese Auto Service in Lyman so your time having fun doesn't end early. Reese Auto Service, 541 State Highway 413, Lyman.
Fast, fresh, delicious. 3 words that describe your experience every time you enjoy a delicious meal with Jimmy John's. Utilizing the freshest ingredients, home-baked bread, and professional sandwich building skills, the team at Jimmy John's always delivers a mouth-watering sandwich to satisfy any hunger. Jimmy John's. Freaky fast, freaky fresh. Visit any of our locations today in Evanston, Rock Springs, Sheridan, and Gillette.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. Jace Andrews, Anthony Colasuono as this Jimmy John's freaky fast recap of the 5-3 victory for the Cheyenne Hawks over the Lovell Mustangs. And it was a really good game from Zach Files of Lovell. He goes 6 strong innings, allowing 8 hits, 5 runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. But unfortunately, he was outmatched by a couple of pitchers on the opposite side. Peyton Wesselby, 4 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs. They were all earned, 5 walks, 4 strikeouts. But Kyler Hoff, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts, and he gets effectively what is a save in a 5-3 game. And the big inning for the Hawks, That was the second. 4 runs came across the score, and then the insurance coming in the top of the 6th inning. 5-3 your final. That is your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. Make sure to get your gourmet sub at Jimmy John's today. We'll be right back here for the Dr. McKay Frankham's precision play of the game.
I don't know about you, but every time I go to the grocery store, I'm filled with anxiety. Do I have enough money? Meat prices have doubled. How can I ever work on food storage when I can hardly afford food for this week? Wyoming Wild Meats in Lyman is the solution. Weekly specials are posted on Facebook. Beef, pork, chicken for one meal or a mixed order to fill the freezer. You will find quality Gosner cheese and milk products and delicious bread. Because overhead is low, the savings are passed to every customer. Wyoming Wild Meats, offering fresh domestic meats.
Serving the Bridger Valley since 1987, Bridger Valley Motors are your engine repair experts. Along with engine repair, Bridger Valley Motors offers towing services, tire alignments, brake repairs, and more. Visit Bridger Valley Motor at 217 North Main Street in Lyman.
The best trips away from home always come when you know you're among friends. This is Coulter Patterson, General Manager at the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper, Wyoming. I invite you to stay with us every time you're here. We've got the absolute best staff. Lots of our team members have been working together for years, and we feel like we're a happy family. I guarantee you'll feel that when you come stay with us. We're always glad that you choose the Come On In, and we'll do everything to make your stay comfortable and relaxing. The Come On In Hotel and Suites is the best place to stay because we have the best staff in Casper. Come on in today.
Precision, the quality, condition, or fact of being exact and accurate.
Precision is important. Scoring the next point, making the perfect shot, getting the best score. And when you think of your dentist, you want precision to be the first word that comes to mind. That's why patients are so pleased with Dr. McKay Frankham. He provides precision family dentistry at reasonable prices to every patient. Dr. McKay Frankham, call today for an appointment.
Call Dr. McKay Frankham at 789-8910.
Welcome back here to Green River, Wyoming. Anthony Colasuono to my right. I'm Jace Andrews. And let's kind of have a discussion on this one because I think there's a couple plays that maybe could be here in this Dr. McKay Frankham's precision play of the game. I honestly, it may sound a little silly. I kind of like the double in the top of the 6th from Quentin King because that really allowed Hoff in that bottom of the 6th to pitch a little more loose, knowing that the tying run was never going to be at least the first guy up. It was going to be on deck. And I think that really helped out. It was also by far the best hit ball we had seen, at least for at least a base hit. So I think I'm willing to go with that if you're on board with it.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah.
So there's your precision play of the game. Quentin King's double RBI to bring home the insurance run that effectively would help them secure the win. We'll come right back here. You're watching a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of the Green River Night Invitational.
Ready has provided safety and excellence in industrial construction and support services since 1982. Our experts self-perform all phases of construction on new or existing structures, such as site excavation, access road creation, concrete foundations, welding, and the installation and maintenance of piping, tanks, metal buildings, and more. Our turnkey services will have your facility operational quickly and safely. Interested in joining our team? Visit ReadyUSA.com. We are ready.
When shopping for a new home or property, it's important that your realtor works to make the whole process simple. Serving customers for almost 20 years, the professional agents at Bridger Valley Realty will provide you with the information and resources you need to keep it simple without missing a step. Shopping for the perfect home or property can be a lot of fun.
Trust the Valley's proven realtors. Stop by and see us today.
We offer rebates on energy-saving products and equipment for our customers. For example, your home's heating and air conditioning system draws significant amount of electricity during certain times of the year. We offer cashback for heat pumps, which use energy-efficient technology to heat and cool your home. We also offer rebates on appliances and smart accessories like smart plugs and smart switches. Really, for anything that draws electricity in your home, we usually have some type of rebate to offer you. Visit wattsmarthomes.com today.
Western Wyoming Beverages has been proudly owned and operated in Wyoming for over 50 years, providing reliable service, friendly staff, and the nation's top beverage products, including Pepsi. We always strive to be the premier business partner for our customers. Western Wyoming Beverages services Rock Springs, Green River, Jackson, Evanston, Kemmer, Pinedale, Wamsutter, Big Piney, Mountain View, and Lyman. Go Red Devils!
It's time for our Pepsi Player of the Game presented by Western Wyoming Beverages. Everything is better with Pepsi. Anthony, who was better today? I honestly like to give it... what did he do on there? Kyler Hoff singled and scored a run back in the fourth. Yes. And he also pitched the last 2 innings, not allowing a hit and striking out 2. I kind of want to give it to him.
Give it to Kyler.
Let's give it to Kyler Hoff. I know that, maybe he wasn't as important as some other players, but I feel like he was, in terms of value, right there. Had a run, singled, along with coming in and shutting the door on what was a really important part. I mean, you mentioned it when he came in. It was a key situation at that point. They were only up by 1, obviously got the extra insurance run, and then pitched a really clean, besides the one walk in the bottom of the 6th. So Kyler Hoff, your Pepsi Player of the Game. Everything is better with Pepsi. And that about does it for us here. So once again, the Cheyenne Hawks victorious in their first game here of the Green River Knights Invitational. And before we let you go, kind of give you a look ahead to see what you could be looking for and seeing what maybe you could be wanting to watch here if you're an American Legion fan. As it's Powell versus Pocatello coming up. Elon Olaf and Cody Beers will have the call for you, and me and Anthony Colasuono will take a break. So we will talk to y'all later, but make sure to stick around for Pocatello and Powell. For Anthony Colasuono, to my right, one final time, Cheyenne over Lovell, 5-3, the final score. I'm Jay Sanders, signing out here from Green River, saying peace out.
The proceeding has been a wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting, LLC. Thank you for joining us for this sports presentation on MyLocalRadio.com.